Hey guys, John here. Today doing another knife review. This one is on the CRKT O1KZ, which most people might know as the CRKT M16 EDC Zytels, or whatever it's called. And so here you have it, and going to be going through the talking points right now. And we'll start it off with what class I would put it in. And like the name implies, I see it as an EDC knife. And mainly because the blade is a lot smaller. And here's my backstop for my knife here. See, it's just an Altoids tin. And that's just comparing the blade. It's almost as large as this Altoids tin. Well, maybe not. But sorry if my voice sounds weird because I'm kind of sick, and so that's just a little comparison to see how large the blade is. And overall, it just falls over, but you can see relatively. I don't have the exact numbers right here, but sorry. I don't have the exact numbers here, but just compared to the Altoids can, I mean, everybody knows what an Altoids can is. So that's how large, that's the size of it, and it's relatively small, and that plays into its class very well because you don't really want a bulky or big knife as an EDC. Okay, so let's jump on over to blade. The steel. I was fairly disappointed by the steel choice that CRKT put on this blade. It's a AUS4, which I find to be a relatively soft steel, and I don't know. It just doesn't hold an edge as much as I want it to be, though it's fairly easy to sharpen. So that's just one criticism I'll make. The blade shape is a spearhead, which is some people can make good use of a spearhead blade, for EDC stuff, cutting webbing and stuff, because when you cut webbing, you use the entire length of the blade. But, some people might like it for EDC, some don't. It's more aesthetic than for use. And the edge that came with this blade, I wasn't really too impressed by. It was sort of, the edge geometry, it was like, how can I say it? It was like really a bad edge, so I had to reprofile it, and I got it to like 20 degrees on a Lansky sharpening system, and now it's a good shape. I don't know. Let me grab a flashlight. So now I got the edge at about a 20-degree angle, and now it has a better geometry. And let's put this back here. And it also comes with this coating, and as you can see from sharpening it, I scratched it up a bit, and it's just a painted on coating. I don't like it. They should have left it like a stone washed or bead blasted or something. I just don't like the coating. All right, let's go to handle material, and it's Zytel, and it's a smooth Zytel. Doesn't provide much traction, but it sort of has that feeling like it feels. So it sort of has it's stippled, but it doesn't have any texturing. But it feels good to the touch, and so yeah, and you don't really need much traction on an EDC blade, and it has steel liners and a Zytel backspacer right here for extra rigidity. The ergonomics. This is a very small handle, I mean, the blade to handle ratio is, you can see, is fairly good. So, the blade to handle ratio is decent, but it's a fairly small handle, but I don't really need a big handle because I'm not doing, anything tactical or whatever. So the handle is good. Yeah. And the deployment, it deploys with a flipper right here. That also has some jimping, as you can see, and it deploys fast, and no problems with it. It's one fast knife, and lockup. There's some play side to side, up and down, barely detectable, but side to side just a little bit. I Loctited the screw, but still it has some play. So that's just a minor criticism. The weight is around, I don't have the exact weight, but it's around 2.5 to 3 ounces, I believe. And that's fairly light for an EDC blade. The blade is, just saying, the blade might be, yeah, it's under 3 inches, just under 3 inches. So that's just one thing I wanted to say. And the pocket clip, as you can see, it's a low rider right here. Goes all the way to the top. You can't position it on any other place. It's just right side, tip down only. So that might be bad for some lefties or some people who want tip up, but that's just how it comes. So take it, you know. If you don't like it, then you don't have to buy this knife. It's a free country. All right. Now the price. Now this is another major criticism on this blade. I think it's way overpriced for the materials you get. It's around, the MSRP from CRKT's website is around $50. On Amazon, it's around $20. But the best price I could find was actually at Big 5, which they sell it for around $15 to $16. And I found that to be the best price for what you're getting. So, you know, if you have a local Big 5, you know, they could give you a pretty good price on these M16 Zytels. And my final thoughts on this blade is it's lightweight. Steel could be better. You know, it could have been an AUS 8, but it's an AUS 4. So take it or leave it. Overall, not too bad. I forgot to mention auto locks. Let me grab this flashlight. Auto locks, as you can see. So it, you know, when you deploy the blade, so you can see, the auto locks is down, but when you pull the blade out, snaps into place, keeps the liner from going to the side, and it's a really strong design. So yeah, that's the review. So it's a pretty decent EDC knife. So see you again.